Morning, folks. Very dull this morning, so no cheer there. Well, it's me stay wet padded. Not 100% pleased with it because the lid itself is it's very hard to click onto the surface of this of the bottom part. So I've overcome that with a couple of rubber bands, top and bottom. That'll keep it. That keeps it okay. Right. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I've got a bit of time, so put some acrylics out, and I've got this box that Glenn sent me, golden. So I'll use these, but I hope they don't run down the page. But they're very, very strong. So that's one. This is ultramarine, a bit of ultramarine. Only a touch. Oops. Most of the colours stay wet. Well, moist anyway. This one didn't because I used most of them up. But while the paint's still got some liquid in it, it can be used again. So what's this one? We've got carbon black. I won't be using that. Could do the red. We've got a green. I don't really like greens. I mix my own greens, as you know. Now there should be a red one in there somewhere. Titanium white, well, that's quite moist. So we want another one that's red. There it is. We don't use a lot of red in landscapes, but it's there. So thank you, Glenn, for sending me these lovely paints. And then back in acrylic. I did a big oil yesterday, an A3 oil. It's doing all right on Facebook. If some of you don't know that I post all my paintings on my Facebook page, Dave Usher Art. But I don't, and I publish links to all the public videos. But when I paint, well, I'm going to probably do one next for my patrons. I publish the photograph, but I don't publish. Oh, I publish a bit of a chat. But I don't publish the video. I publish the summary of it. So there we are. Right. So what are we going to do? Well, just make some marks on the paper. So let's go in with a bit of blue. So just a bit of wet. This is on a heavy paper, Daily Roundy. It's 250 grams per square metre. That's pretty heavy. They call it Bristol board, but I'm using for acrylic. 115 pounds. Doesn't say that it's acid free, but I'm sure it would be. Anyway, it's A4 size. So let's get a bit of. Oh, see, that's still moist. Good idea to spray the paper. Somebody commented they like painting, but they couldn't understand how I speak. Well, I can't help that. I'm a bit husky now because of COPD. But apart from that, I speak a South London accent. I'm a cockney, really. Right, that's a base of it. Keep that in the water. So I'm sorry if you can't understand if I speak too fast or whatever. I'm not going to put subtitles on because that just be a bit, well, I think that the subtitles would find it difficult to, with my accent. So let's have a bit of yellow ochre. Try a bit of red in there. Bit of abstracty stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just following the brush. Just seeing where we go. I want to do texture, I love texture. I'll demonstrate it and the brushes I use for it. And just get an interesting sky. Don't worry about making something exact because you'll be bogged down with detail, with making a rod for your own back. See that white, titanium white, it's kept nice and moist. Look, it's been on there for what, 4 or 5 days? Right, well, that's put that in the drink. Now we'll use another brush. Right, I've got this big brush, and do you know what I haven't done? I haven't cleared the data off of this memory card. I'll do that later. Right, so let's have a bit of yellow. So that's why I don't really use ready-made greens. You can mix them yourself, and that's a bit of Payne's Grey. One of my dear friends in America said, made me chuckle. She said, Payne's Grey, oh, it's not a colour. Well, Payne's Grey is a neutral colour which enhances other, like that. That's a green made with Payne's Grey. Oh, I've got to plug my nose. It's a great pigment. It's a neutral, and if you use it properly, you can get some lovely effects by using Payne's Grey mixed with different colours, but they go sort of grey, they're greys. Payne's Grey is strong grey, as you can see. Right, let's use a bit of that, and let's just do that. Why did I do that? I don't know. I just did it. But look what we've got. Use a spiky brush. We've got a sort of a moorland. Let's get a bit of sienna. Warm it up a bit. A bit of red with that. Let's just make a thing of that. It just happened. Now, burnt sienna and the cagello make a wonderful mix. Oh, put a bit of water in that, I suppose. Just wash the brush. See, now that's quite an intensive foreground. There's not a lot of colour in there, so I'll strengthen that a bit. But I want to show the mixing of a neutral, so Payne's grey, bit of red, bit of white. Oh. The greys, they're there, but you don't really see them. I'm going to put some more paint over it. It's good fun trying to make a painting out of nothing. Right, now I've still using that grey. Oh, it sort of blends. Doesn't mean anything other than it contributes. Oh, when you mix Payne's grey with equal quality, equal amounts of yellow, it's not a neutral, it's a colour. Right, see if we can do some of that sky. I might put some water in there. So let's take one of my brushes out of the water. Keep your brushes dry, wet when you're using acrylic. Acrylic you can use as watercolour, but you have to be quick with it. Right, let's get a... okay, but mixing a bit of yellow ochre with that. Just want to make a bit of a statement with the sky. let's put a bit of water in there. Sort of a grey sky. That makes a bit of blue. Just lighten it a bit. Right, now we just strengthen that up. I'll put a little bit of the bush there, using the Payne's Grey. Look at that lovely colour. Just mute that a little bit. Bit of stipple. Just lighten a bit. Lost and found. Oh, it's got a hill there now. Let's take that out. Right, there we are. I'll put that in a mount and we'll have a look at it. They're all getting a bit dirty, these mounts now. Well, there we are. It's a nice little picture, I think. Nothing in it really, it's just texture. Texture. Don't let the picture do all the talking. And kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. Good motto. Especially for beginners, to try to put in, well, when I look back over 50 years of doing this, 50 years, God, 50, well, 45. I tried to put everything in, and apart from taking a long time, it wasted a lot of paint. It was okay, but it didn't have like a sparkle or a mystery or leaving something to someone's imagination. There's not much more I want to do with that. Now, I hope you like it. Just move that over there a bit. So I've got to photograph this, and the next one I do will be for Patreon. Oh, well, there we are. There's the palette. It's drying out now because the atmosphere is quite dry. But, thanks for watching, folks. Bye bye.